What's up, guys? My name is Jomel Carl,
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for lifeu. Welcome to episode 64.
Oh man, I'm dreading the hentai episode we have to do when we do episode 69.
I know.
It's gotta be.
I still gotta come up with something for that. We could always just, we could moan the entire episode.
Yeah, we sure could.
Or like have
But
hentai
we're
playing
not.
in the background.
That'll go over great.
Yeah, because that's perfect. How are you, Jarron? How is your week so far? How is the seasons been for you?
Dude, this season's fucking weird. Some are kind of disappointing. Some are way better than I thought they were gonna be. I'm feeling good about this. Well, I'm feeling okay about this season of anime.
Yeah, same, a little bit. I think it's more. I think this is what is it? Kind of like a break, because we have been getting spoiled with a lot of good stuff lately. So I guess this is a nice little break before like summer, because there's a lot of shit coming in summer that I'm excited for.
True, but I mean, I don't want to say that you can discount this season because what you call it? What is it? Tuesday and Carol I heard is pretty good. I still gotta start that.
Oh yes, I watched it. It's phenomenal so far, but we can get into that once we get to our 3-episode review. But yes,
yeah,
that's one of the good ones.
The
Fairy
demon
Gun?
one.
Fairy Gun
is the one I mentioned that was disappointing.
Oh really? Why was it too? Was that episode? Well, are you caught up, or did you just watch the first episode?
Yeah, I'm caught up. It's just there's something about it. I don't know. It just doesn't feel good.
Maybe the pacing.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the pacing. Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But like, there is quite a bit to mention.
Yeah, there is.
But how about you, Jomel? What's been going on with your week?
Pretty good. I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm nervous for some fucking reason, even though I've done this 64 weeks straight.
Because you a bitch.
Well, no, I'm always a bitch. You gotta remember that. So far things are pretty good right now. I gotta see. I'm right now. I'm suffering through con crunch, because Aisen's like about a month away.
Oh yeah,
I haven't even started any of my cosplays, and that is really bad.
You're gonna have a good time.
Yes, honestly, I'm gonna have a really good time. And I'm also gonna be helping him Marcello with his cosplay, and he hasn't even started either. He's got full sets. He's got full sets of armor that needs to be done as well.
What is he going as?
One of the cosplays he wants to do is a Titan from Destiny.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah, and majority of the time, Titans wear like a full armor kind of thing.
Right.
Real thick armor and fur and some, all that good shit. And both of us already have everything's planned out, so it's not like we're going in blind here. It's just that we gotta start actually putting together the material.
You sure fucking do, because that's gonna take a while.
I wouldn't say it'll take a while, but it's gonna take a lot of effort, especially since there's about a month left, less than a month left now,
right?
Before Asen.
I mean, be a real cosplayer and do it in 3 days.
Do it in 3 days, yeah, you're right, and then fucking pull commissions out of my ass at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, of course.
Just remember, Jomel, as long as you have big tits, you can be a successful cosplayer.
See, that's my problem. I only have like B cups, so I could always get into the Flash Justice crowd, You
could, or you can cross dress. People enjoy that.
Yeah, you guys like a thick maid waifu?
Yeah, there you go.
That's me. That's her boy right there. That's. Let me be your thick maid waifu.
Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, do not take that out of context. I do not provide any services for free.
There's no. Yes, he does provide them. You just have to pay enough.
There is a number. And that number is high.
What that number is?
What that number is high, and that's for me to know, for you to find out, and keep stacking them cash. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty good so far. Kind of a slow week in general for me,
Yeah.
The weather is starting to get better in Chicago, so
Which means it's not snowing as often.
It's not snowing as often, but it's still cold as like it's still cold as the Army of the Dead. Game of Thrones reference. I guess. I don't know. Is it?
Oh yeah, GOT, whatever it came out, didn't it?
Well, that's not anime, Jarron.
It's not anime.
But
what if it was?
What if it was? Then it'd be like. Yeah.
Then it'd be worth watching. Oh,
is that throwing? Are you throwing shade at our fucking Game of Thrones?
Game of porn. That's what it is.
You watched it, right? Or don't you watch Game of Thrones or some?
I've watched the first 2 episodes of it.
Like the first season.
That was enough for me to label it Game of Porn.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know. See, I always see a lot of clips. I always like kind of like run into a lot of clips here and there, and the Targaryens and like
this is $5
dragons and all that shit, and it seems pretty cool. But at the same time, I can't commit. I don't want to commit to an episode because it doesn't seem that interesting. Oh, I mean,
political intrigue, people dying, shit like that.
Like I don't know. Like tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like the entire grand story is kind of like. You get like a medieval country dealing with a zombie apocalypse.
No.
While fighting amongst themselves for the iron.
No, that's not what it is.
Is that what it is?
They keep saying winter's coming, but it does. I don't think it's come until this fucking episode.
Yeah, isn't that what the entire series has been building on top of the Army of the Dead?
Yes, but it's more so like, there's the Queen of Dragons. She's got shit going on because she's been married off to this fucker who was actually a pretty nice guy, but because the whole male thing back in the medieval times is like, all right, you're my wife, I gotta fuck you because I need an heir. So that was that whole controversy. There's the whole, your favorite people could die at any moment because political intrigue and betrayal, and Cersei's a bitch apparently, and there's Peter Dinklage is really good at what he does. Stark doesn't know anything, or what's his name? Jon Snow knows nothing
for like 8 seasons.
There's a kid that's a piece of shit. I don't know.
So what I'm hearing is that it's been 7 seasons of side stories until season 8.
No, everything leads into because like once the winter does come and the winter whatevers do things, then everyone's gonna be like, well, you're a bitch, and why'd you betray me? We should have been working together, and no, I want power for myself, and I'm gonna fuck you and your son and your daughter and your sister, and I'm gonna crush your balls.
By the way, guys, don't take anything that we're taking seriously. Again, Jarron only seen 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
That's absolutely what that entire series is about.
I'm just not trying to offend any Game of Thrones viewers.
No, I'm offending
fans.
You.
Are you?
Your show is literally porn.
It's HBO, and it is HBO.
It's a very elaborate porn.
Elaborate porn.
Yep. So that's what it is.
With dragons and shit.
Dragons and shit.
I don't know. I feel like actual porn based around Game of Thrones would be better though. To be honest.
No. You gotta get into it. You gotta feel bad for someone getting fucked.
You know what, Jarron? Remember?
That's just like NTR.
Jarron, remember when we talked about like high production value porn? Game of Thrones.
This is it.
This is the closest thing we've got. Quality actors, quality production, quality, and fucking.
Yep.
That's it. But again, guys, don't. Well, I'm not trying to dog you guys in liking your own shows and all that stuff. That's just not my thing. Me. But Jarron, Jarron wants to fight. Jarron can, you can fight Jarron. And where can they fight you, Jarron, if they want to? IRL.
If you want to fight me and see the rest of our shitty posts, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search up WANNA BEABOO on either Facebook or Twitter, like I said. Or you can listen to us on YouTube, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Listen Notes, iTunes, the Stitcher app, and any other place that may have picked up our podcast and our RSS feed.
And in addition to that, well, always check out the merch. I always get to talk about that.
Merch, get your cum socks, get your shirts, do what you gotta do, fam.
And in addition to that as well, you can also find me on PSN with the same name, Wannabe Ubu, because was it some days ago? Sony was able to say Sony finally got us the update to change our usernames, or what is it?
Oh,
our game tags.
That.
And
sorry, it destroys all your fucking progress in games.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually.
It does. They get confused.
No. Well, from what Marcel and I have both done so far, it hasn't affected anything so far. And if anything, it would have affected like your online like games the most, like Monster Hunter World, Destiny, Division, Warframe, all that good stuff. So far, nothing's changed. Nothing's happened so far on my end. So, if anything, both Marcel and I have looked at, and nothing's really changed in a negative way. So, I'm proud to say that you could find me on PSN as Wannabeaboo. I'm sorry, Jarron, but I took the name for the both of us.
That's all right.
And I'm also glad no one else took it, because I was the first one to take it without like any numbers and shit. So
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, outside of a obscure reference of what fucking Pro CD said in his show, the Anime PD.
I don't know. I think no, ACD, Anime Crimes Division.
Yeah, Anime Crimes Division. I don't think anybody was too interested in taking the.
True, but we have been getting popular, Jarron. A little bit, because we're spreading the wannabe, like the actual wannabe name, a little bit out there.
Right, and I guess fucking 1,800 people have been fucking downloading shit. However that works.
I think you're asking me these numbers now. I'm gonna have to pull it up. you're just asking me to pull the fucking numbers up. All right,
we
fine.
We can take a look, as we do normally. We can take a look at
1707, boy.
Oh,
we crossed 1700.
All right, 1700. Nice.
So, but yes, those are the numbers we have right here. And by the way, our most downloaded and most viewed episode so far is still the Futoshi Did Nothing Wrong podcast from way back when. That's it's truth. I just lost my train of thought. But yes.
What are we talking about today, Jomel?
What are we talking about today?
What are we talking about?
I mean, I know what I'm talking about, but I thought you want to lead the. I
had a little bit of video game news.
Yeah.
By Joker the way, came out for Smash. What?
Before we continue, by the way, it'll be out after this podcast. But look out on the WBA TV channel for Jarron's video on Sekiro.
Yeah, right? I finally made that video yesterday, even though I said I was going to do Tuesday, but it's done. Even though my audio didn't fully work, I have to do it from the camera, so it's going to sound a little shitty. But it's going to be done. It's going to be edited, and I'm going to try to upload it on Tuesday.
There we go.
So I have a lot of. I'm working pretty much all weekend.
So.
Wait, no, I'm not working Saturday. I can do it then.
What, working on it or just?
Or no, Wednesday. I'm not. Never mind. Doesn't matter. It'll be up Tuesday. Hopefully.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. By the time once this podcast logo is live, wait for tomorrow. In that context, to look out for Jarron's episode or Jarron's video on Sekiro. Is this gonna be a rant review or what?
It's kind of a rant review in a comparison to Dark Souls and.
Okay, can I see where it belongs in the Soulsborne twice?
Kind of thing. Soulsborne twice. Yep.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Look out for that, and we are going back to our regular scheduled programming. Video game news, Jarron. What is it? What do we got?
Well, because I'm still being a piece of shit and haven't fully put together the schedule for it. Mm-hmm. Shit, that fucking hurts. Like I said before, Joker for Smash came out on the 17th, as well as the 3.0 update for Smash. A lot of things have changed. Joker's fucking beautiful. He's got a really cool moveset. He can summon Arsene when you beat his ass enough. It's kind of like his own little Smash meter. And then he gets Arsene as a fucking stand and all of his attacks are just kind of modified.
And he's got a gun.
He's got a motherfucking gun. And honestly, that if you can utilize his gun well enough, because it's not like it takes the ammo system from the actual game. If you can utilize the gun itself, it's fucking stupid. Like, because you can press, you press B to fire your gun, you go like two, 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 two. You can press forward and you'll do a little jump and you're invincible during that little jump. You can literally jump into the air and fire down like a spiral, which is really fucking cool. And or you can press up and shoot in a fucking circle. You're basically Bayonetta.
Wow. So
except you're a bit more mobile with your gun.
So it's accurate. Yeah. Joker is Bayonetta's son then.
Yep. It's absolutely confirmed. Let's see. Still regarding Smash, he got his own stage. All the music for it's from Persona 5, 4, and 3, and it's all fucking beautiful if you've ever played the fucking Persona games. Mega Man was nerfed into the dirt, so don't play him.
Oh really? Wait, why was he nerfed though? I never thought.
I have no idea. Like all of his moves do less shield damage.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not that gimmicky either, to be honest.
No one fucking played him.
It's kind of like that meme, like no one, Nintendo nerfed Mega Man.
Yep. I have no idea why, but he's nerfed to the ground, so he's not playable anymore. They also released Stage Builder, and fucking degenerates have been just filling it with dicks and porn, and
I mean,
I'm a little proud of you, but I'm not at the same time.
When you give that much power to a group of individuals like us, there's no fucking guarantee it's gonna be anywhere as pure as you imagine it to be.
I mean, I know, but like, Jesus Christ, like, give it a day. Like, literally, first day, there's just dicks everywhere.
I don't think was it the last time there was ever any kind of stage builder was it Brawler or was it Smash 4?
It was Smash 4. Yeah, Smash 4.
But not as meme worthy as
nowhere near
Ultimate.
as meme worthy as Ultimate is. Well, I mean, people made dicks before, but they've added so much more things that are really cool. Like you can like mid battle, you can have the stage rotate and shit. You can like there's a lot of cool things going on, but again, people are as they are. But I digress.
Yeah.
Smash
See, I still have to get that Fighter Pass. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm. See, Jarron, remember, I'm always a piece of shit. And I'm always a bitch. You gotta remember that. I gotta get a t-shirt. I gotta get that on a t-shirt. I'm always a bitch and I'm always a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still your friend.
You right. Let's see what else. There's some MMO news. Soul Workers getting a mobile port. If you ever played that, it's a little anime game where you fucking you're an anime character. You're an anime character in a school uniform of some sort, and you have a big ass weapon, and you beat the shit out of waves and waves of enemies. It looks pretty.
So what is it called?
Soul Worker.
Soul Worker.
Oops. It's getting a mobile port. It's also getting a new character. If you're interested in that. Terra's getting a mobile port for some reason. Blade and Soul's getting two mobile ports actually. There's this game called Outworld or something like not Outworld. Fucking what is it? Outerlands? Fuck, I was just looking at it. No. It's kind of like a open world Dark Souls-ish kind of game, which is why I'm super interested in it if my computer can handle it, which it probably can't. Mm-hmm. It's all Outlands. That's what it's called, Outlands. So Outland. It's looking pretty good. Same general kind of storytelling where there isn't. It's just open world, hard as shit. Make your own character, run around, and survive. It is a survival. I think it's PvEVP, which is player versus environment versus player. So you have to watch out for other fuckers. I don't know that much about the game. I'm planning on getting it. It's like $30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's really buggy, but it's gonna release relatively soon, hopefully, when they fix everything. But look out for that. Fucking what else is out? Let's see. Oh, if you play Vindictus on the 30th, they're adding a new character. There was something else happening that was important, but I don't remember now. Pagan Online came out. Whatever. It's like if you ever played the Diablo games, it's similar to that, except a little bit more slower paced. That's the best way I can explain it. It's pretty. It's got a lot of money behind it. It's also $30. Looking good. I don't know. I think that's it. Unless I just randomly find something browsing through the internet as I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got.
Now you think that any of these new MMOs will solve the dead world issue we talked about some time ago when we talked about anime-esque MMOs?
Oh, no. Well, okay. So I did want to retract my statement a little bit on that. Mm-hmm. Anime and video games, when they're actual, like, not MMOs, they look great. So, for example, like Ni no Kuni, or what's another example? Valkyria Chronicles, stuff like that. Those look okay. Those look fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a self-contained game. It's not trying to be anything. It's not reaching too far, so they're able to focus on their design.
Right.
MMOs, on the other hand, since they're supposed to be so big, and for whatever reason, it's hard to fucking mishmash anime structure and anime characters. Where like I said before, the characters look great, but the environments look like trash. Soul Worker doesn't look too bad. It's still not super inspired with this world from what I saw. What else? There's a game called Period Chronicles, which is that's coming out at some point. That looks better, so maybe that'll be good. And like I said before, I think I mentioned it before. It's a game called Kurt Spell, Kurt Curpul, Kurtzpool, Kurt something. Mm-hmm. That one looks pretty good. Big titties, everything you can eat. But other than that, Overwatch is also getting a new.
Oh yeah, they're getting a new mode or something.
Yeah, they're getting a new adventure mode thing called Storm Rising, and I can imagine that sometime after it, we're gonna get pretty soon after that, we're gonna get a new character. His last one was, what was his name?
He was a healer, right?
Yeah, he was a healer. Baptiste. Yeah. He can make people invincible, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But as just a regular fucking ability, that's dumb.
Yeah, a little bit there. But yeah.
I don't know. That's really all the news that I've scrounged up from watching my various MMO and video game YouTube channels. Okay. Obviously, they're probably a little bit more eloquent than me, but
well, I completely forgot about this too. I guess it didn't happen during last week's recording, but I do wanna congratulate Giguk for his proposal.
What happened?
Wait, did you not hear? Oh, he's getting married.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he posted on Twitter like waifus are real and all that good stuff, and I
did forget about that.
Congratulations, congrats, Giguk, on your adventure to marriage. So, hopefully one day the rest of us will find our waifus, as you said on that post. So, yeah, congrats. We're happy for you. What?
I said I want to be married. That'd be fun.
You don't have to show her our podcast first and see how that goes.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess a little Japan news. There's a Tom and Jerry 80th anniversary exhibition in Matsuya Ginza, Japan.
Really?
Yeah. For some reason, they like Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, I mean, I like Tom and Jerry too. I don't blame him. It's comedic gold.
Look, here's the thing though. If you don't like Tom and Jerry, there's a problem.
Yes. Kind of like the same sentiment as like. Actually, I was gonna say like same thing with as King of the Hill, but
I mean, you don't have to like King of the Hill, considering how slow paced it is.
Well, it's kind of like
I enjoy it because I like yeehaw anime.
Yeehaw Town.
Yeah,
that's
right. I did call it a yeehaw anime.
There. Yes, it is. And did you ever see those photos of like Japanese people asking about the dub, which version of King of the Hill they like?
Oh yeah, for whatever fucking reason, the Japanese like fucking King of the Hill. Why? Like really, why? You got so much shit over there. You have anime. Why are you watching King of the Hill? Fuck you.
I mean, it's yeehaw anime, Jarron. They like the variety,
I fucking guess.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, yes, I also forgot to talk about some little bit of news too. There's the Star Wars Jedi the last Order, that new game by Respawn and EA that was teased at the last day of Star Wars Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, John. Do you know anything about it?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh yes. We're Emperor Palpatine's back, boys.
Oh no. That's a trailer. I'm talking about the game, like Respawn and EA's new game.
Yes.
Hold on.
Do it. Ooh, what's this?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That's what it is. So,
okay.
I'm gonna pull up. Let's go to GameSpot. Okay, shout out to you, GameSpot.com. Well, essentially, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is gonna be
Wednesdays. Are you ready for this?
No, that's audio. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Video started playing.
I didn't hear anything.
I know you don't hear anything, but I'm gonna hear something. And the recorder's gonna hear something.
Oh, I see.
All right, give me a second here. But as I was saying, Star Wars Celebration they confirmed and also teased the Respawn and EA's new game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is solely gonna be a story-driven single-player game, apparently.
Right, and then it's gonna be canceled.
I mean, I hope not, to be honest. But we've been given promises like that before, and destroyed. But I kind of want to have some faith in this one. I had faith in 1313. I had faith in Visceral. I still have faith to this day. Even for something this late in the game,
I will withhold my interest until it comes out.
All right. Well, I mean, let me give you some details just to give you some context, just to see.
Right, so I can be disappointed when it's canceled.
Yeah. Well, yes, actually, but I don't know. So when they announced it, was it? I think EA or somebody or Respawn, they made it a big point on Twitter that it was gonna be like. No multiplayer, no microtransactions, no loot boxes, just a story-driven single-player game. But yeah, so they wanted to make that to be a big thing, which about fucking time, kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we can't. Wait, hold on. There's an update to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the release date of the game is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC on November 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So this year of November 15th.
Right.
So I don't know.
Quote unquote.
I mean, it's sort of a time frame to like. I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, it'd be one thing if they're like, oh yeah, coming, summer of next year or something like that. Yeah, they're so rumored out.
I mean, then I could believe it a little bit more, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, maybe. I don't know. I mean, this is also like, this is Respawn we're talking about too. That's doing the game.
True, and I do like Respawn, but still, Disney could just fucking Thanos snap it at any point in time.
Well, no, Disney already kind of fucking Thanos snap when they gave it to EA, when they gave the rights to EA. So
yeah, but then they could. I don't know. I'm just worried.
At this point, it's EA's call right now. Well, not technically really EA's call, but not entirely EA's call. But they have been fucking up with the last couple of Star Wars games in general.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, fair enough.
I need this. I would like this to be good, to be interesting. Basic story from what I've seen from the trailer so far, just that you play as a runaway Padawan that's that's living his life through the underground, hiding the fact that he's a Force user. So.
Oh, okay. So it's actually the interesting side of Star Wars, and not you're a person with a gun, while everyone else has fucking space wizard powers.
Yes, like, you're an actual Jedi now, or someone with wizard powers, just as much as anyone else.
Okay, good.
So,
because I'm not gonna lie. What for example, all those.
Are you not into the grittiness of like space battles with space guns?
I don't give a shit. Why the fuck? You could literally go to anything for that, but no, Star Wars like, you wanna follow this guy who flies a ship, and these aliens that also fly ships and shoot guns, or do you want to follow a fucking lightsaber wielding space wizard? Yes, I want to follow the fucking space wizard. I don't give a shit what the person with the gun is doing. Like, why would I?
Because you can relate better to the person with the gun. Because you yourself don't have any space wizard powers.
Yeah, exactly. I can get a laser gun if I want it. I mean, I can't, but
Right.
No, I'm not gonna.
What? Say you might
if I wanted to run around with a gun, I'd do it. But
do not take that out of context, anybody. By the way,
shoot the Empire.
I don't see. See, when you saying it in that way, we don't. You can kind of take that into many. You can take that out of context in so many different ways. Like what Empire and what Rebels in this case.
The blacks.
You know what? I think that's okay because you're black.
No, but I that's the part of Star Wars that I'm actually interested in, not the whole.
I mean, you could have been playing Knights of the Old Republic in that case too.
I mean, true. That's why I was playing Star Wars: The Old Republic for some time. Also a pretty good game. Very, very, very new free person friendly, which I enjoy. But first character, I was a fucking Sith lightsaber user. Of course I was. Why the fuck would I do anything else?
You could be a Jedi, and follow the ways of the Force.
Be a fucking Jedi.
Come on, pal. You get to live a long life and be a space Buddha.
I don't want to be a space Buddha. I want to be a space Death Knight and kill people. Which I do.
This is why we have the Force Unleashed as well.
Yeah, but that's not canon.
It isn't. Wait, it's not canon? No. I thought it was canon.
Star Wars Unleashed was Star-Lord is not canon at all.
Oh yeah, because they took his name. They took his name for something else in canon. Okay, yeah. Well, you can still be Star-Lord out of canon and still be that guy. So
right, and Force Unleashed was fucking fun as fuck. You know why? Because you were an OP space wizard.
You were pretty much an OP space wizard that either help people or be bad with people.
Now, if it was the exact same game but you were a fucking Star Trooper, would it be fun? No.
I mean, see, personally, I would think it would be interesting.
No.
It's like
you just running around shooting people. What's the point? Maybe if you were Mandalorian with a high tech, space armor.
Well, yeah. See, that would be the only exception. Just because I love the Boba Fett game from way back in was it PS2 days, I think, or PS3? I don't remember.
Sure, that. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Or
you at least your space Iron Man. Cool. Yeah, great. But outside of that, I don't want to be Han Solo. What am I doing?
What do you mean you don't want to be Han Solo?
I don't want to be Han Solo. He's cool, sure, but he's not cooler than anybody else with the Force.
Yeah, but he's just as cool as the Force.
No.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
I mean, he's lived a long life smuggling and doing.
And then he got killed by his son.
Sorry, see, that's a bad parent. See, the gangsters didn't kill him. Bad parenting did.
Right, but that's not that. Yeah, but he could if he didn't. He wouldn't have died if he had space. If he had space energy or space, whatever.
What, the Force?
Yes.
You mean? Technically, he was kind of like, he believes in the Force. He doesn't have it, but he at least believed in it after.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit.
Well, did you? Did you run the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, Jarron? No.
Can I shoot lightning out of my fingers? No. I want to.
I think we're going off tangent here a little bit.
Yeah, we're going very off tangent.
Still, I mean, it's still Star Wars related, but game coming out, and game is supposedly going to come out on November 15th of this year, so maybe look at that. Maybe, I don't know. You could be like me or Jarron. You can either kind of hope for it, or be Jarron and kind of just wait away from it before you're disappointed. I don't know. Right. I'm gonna wait for E3 for more stuff in general. So.
Saying I'm really hoping it doesn't come out. I'm really hoping it does actually come out.
Yeah, honestly, because it seems like there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot going on here, and I'm down for it. So, anything else? Was there any other news you wanted to talk about, Jarron?
I mean, the PS5's being talked about. The next Xbox, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything much about Xbox, but there has been leaks and stuff about the PS5. And whatnot.
Yeah. Well, they're saying the new Xbox, it's gonna be stronger than the PS5, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If it doesn't have any games, what's the point?
Yeah, apparently PS5 is gonna be backward compatible with PS4. I don't know to what extent, but
there you go. Big dick energy.
Yeah, they got their big dick energy, and that was it. Some boring specs like 8K, 8K. Was it upgrade? What is it?
Actually, no. Let me change it. Let me say this: Xbox does have a bigger dick than PlayStation. Sure, it's stronger, but they can't keep it up as long as PlayStation can because they don't have any fucking content. They're one pump chumps.
I guess that's one way to talk about it.
Damn right.
Hold on. Yeah, so was it let's see. One of the big things that there was quote unquote leaked was it has the PS5 was gonna have a solid state drive. So loading screens are gonna be less loading if anything.
Less loading and faster, Jomel.
Yes, less loading. I'm sticking to that.
Okay.
It'll be less loading if need be. It's true 8K gaming. It's for all. It supports 8K gaming, but
Okay.
Just stab your eyes with fucking sharpness with that. But it's okay. We have 4K TVs to hold up to that. So.
Oh, and speaking of go on.
I was backwards compatibility for the PS4 games and whatnot. It's also gonna have a new it's gonna have a new one, but it's also compatible. It's gonna be compatible also with the same PSVR system, but it's also gonna have a new PSVR 2.0 headset as well as a new camera and all that good stuff. And one of the big things is the price, which is gonna be $500, so like $499, which is surprising a little bit. I mean, it's not like
isn't that the price of most things when they come out?
Generally, but it's not like the PS3 when it first came out. You know, that was
how much?
$600.
How much was PS3?
$600.
Was it $600? Really?
It was. Yeah, I remember that announcement because I was like, "Shit, no way, I'm getting a PlayStation 3 at all," because and Sony did admit that they were gonna be losing they were gonna be losing $100 on every console sold because they wanted us to be able to afford it to some degree.
Right.
So they're taking the $100 hit and making it $500.
Okay, fair enough.
So, but again, things could change. This is what we know as of right now. Things could change the next year or so. I think they also said that's gonna be a 2020 announcement and or release kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a release at E3 and then a 2020 release, or we'll get a 2020 announcement and then a 2021 release. I don't know. All I know is it's pretty much right there, and it's only a matter of time until more specs come out and more things Sony starts to announce and actually puts out there as fact. Yeah, because right now they're putting out a vague 2020 release timeframe. So maybe we'll see something in E3 this year that will confirm or deny a lot of the things we know now, and we'll see what One Pump Chug Xbox got at E3 in response to this.
Probably nothing. So speaking of, sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say it'll be the Xbox 2, Jarron. That's what it'll be.
That's what they're gonna call it.
I don't know. If they go with the trend, Xbox One, Xbox 2, or the X2, I don't know. Maybe they'll get creative with it. Microsoft.
They should have gone with Xbox Scorpio when they fucking came out with the Xbox One. That was cool.
It was. I don't know. Like, they don't want to be edgy, Jarron. They don't. I don't. They probably
be as edgy as you need. They gotta have something.
That's true. They already had.
They got, what is it? Halo Infinity coming out. What else was it? They got a couple other things coming out, but
exclusive wise, I don't know. Exclusive wise,
yeah, they have Infinity coming out, whatever that's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
I think and there's another Gears of War.
Is there? What?
Yeah, there's the 5th one or the 4th one. I don't remember.
But you were saying, I feel like I cut you off there for a second there.
I don't remember what else they got coming out, but I was gonna say, with new consoles coming out, Google's trying to get into the game.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a weird announcement.
Yeah, this was actually some time ago.
I'm gonna fade into the darkness there a little bit, but yeah, it's
kind of fade into the darkness.
Wait, are they gonna be in E3?
I don't know. Maybe oh my god, if they fucking come to E3 with that shit, that'd be fucking wild. But Google's trying to come out with their own console called the Xbox Stadia, or if it's not a console, it's going to be like a streaming service where you stream directly from the Google server, so it's going to be super fucking crisp.
I mean, don't you need power?
I'm pretty interested in that. Huh?
Aren't you gonna require some pretty heavy bandwidth and a good internet source for that?
Well,
for most people.
So the way it's working is, since it's, obviously you have to have a connection to your, internet provider so that you can, obviously use it.
Okay.
But because it's coming directly from their servers and not through, necessarily, I mean, it's coming through your provider, but it's not like it's being, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, it's supposed to be better because it's coming directly from their servers versus coming from
like a different source.
A different source, because you know how certain games will have their servers, but they won't be. You still get like lag and ping and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's supposed to be seamless.
Okay. Huh. I mean, I would. Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm open to the idea of like Google kind of getting into the game and seeing what they can do. To be honest, I mean, it does sound interesting. That whole Stadia system is interesting. I just want to see how well it's gonna work. So that's the one thing I'm just interested to see in terms of what's gonna happen. Did they come out with like a release or maybe like even just a time frame in general and how the development of this thing?
Not that I recall.
Really? Well, hopefully sometime sooner. And I kind of hope as well that they come by and stop by E3 and kind of show their dick to everybody, that kind of thing.
Right.
So I don't know. It does sound interesting. I am down for Google doing Google things and getting into the game market. Hopefully they last long.
I'm all for new competition, but I just need them to bring their own shit. I don't need like Nintendo being bought out or anything like that. I just need
like attention everybody. I just want to let you know that us Google have come to E3 just to let you know that we just bought Nintendo.
Oh God, I'd be so upset. You don't know how upset I'd be.
Again, Jarron, we've had this conversation offline before. I don't think anyone has the manpower or resources to buy out something like an old company like Nintendo.
Just saying. I hope not.
I mean, I don't know. For anyone out there that kind of has the same sentiment as Jarron, comment down or write to us if it can be possible. I honestly don't think in terms of just the sheer scale of things, So
well, it's because they're from what I understand, Nintendo's not a private company.
Yeah,
it's a public domain, so it can be purchased.
It can be, but the thing is though, who has that kind of
Disney.
ability? Again, I don't think
Google. Bill Gates has a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, but he's giving it away to charities. I don't think he wants another company.
Yeah, his own money, but his company still has a shit ton of money.
I mean, I still don't. I still don't think there'd be any benefit.
What do you mean benefit? The benefit is having Nintendo under your wing. You getting money from them. That's the benefit.
Well, I mean, as long as Nintendo refuses, I think we're fine. I don't think Nintendo has any interest in selling their company at all.
I think it just depends on who wants to buy it. I don't know if they have exactly a choice in that matter.
I'm sure. I'm definitely sure there's a choice at the matter. If someone gives them an offer, they're gonna be given the choice of just saying yes or no.
Again, I'm just hoping.
Wow. I mean, I'm comfortably sure. I'm pretty confident that Nintendo is not gonna just let anyone just buy out their company. So I'll stick to that. That's my story, and we out. That's just me though.
We're not. We still got a little bit to talk about.
No. Yeah, we're still going. We're still going, guys. We're not done yet. Now I wanted to leave this topic a little bit less because it is a touchy subject in general. But it's still an important conversation to be held because it's about the truth and what the intentions are and what matters and stuff like this, right?
Okay.
So, we talked about it some time ago, back when it was first, released and things were developing and stories were being put out there and whatnot. I want to talk about the update on the Vic Mignogna, and I got it right that time. The Vic Mignogna accusation reports and news about that a little bit. So since February and when everything's been released, I've been following the story here and there, just making sure, just see if there's any big updates, stuff like that. Prior to the news, I'm gonna tell you right now, Vic Mignogna was able to get a legal team together actually, because he did actually deny, straight up deny the accusations and whatnot, and Vic didn't actually like seek him out, but someone voluntarily, wanted to legally represent him, and was able to get a good sum of money to be able to put together an investigation down, as well as be able to represent Vic throughout the entire process. And so far, I mean, from my end as looking into it and observing, a lot of a lot of the big things that came out of the Vic situation was the accusations and whatnot, and also the testimonies from other people that met him at cons and whatnot. And a lot of information tells me that a lot of those accusations and stories were fabricated or not even true in the first place.
Okay.
Now, obviously, that's not always the case in most things, but there's been lots of trends and people deliberately trying to fabricate evidence and trying to deliberately maintain this, the aura of how Vic is, a sexual predator of some kind, or putting him in a negative light. And in response to all this, Vic started putting on a legal team, is actually gonna be going a legal route when it comes to defamation of his name, as well as just essentially mostly just defamation against him, as his name and his career.
Mm-hmm.
And as of today, which is of this recording, which is April 19th, this news is coming out of Anime News Network .com. Vic is going to be suing Funimation, Jamie Marchi, Monica Rail, and Ronald Toy. Toy? I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yes, he's going to be suing them under, let's see. I mean, it's the same, the same thing. I just said defamation of his name and whatnot. It's a pretty short article. Voice actor Vic Mignogna filed a lawsuit against the anime distributor Funimation. Voice actresses Jamie Marchi, Monica Rail, and Raul's fiancé Ronald Toy, whom the lawsuit alleges is quote-unquote either a Funimation agent or employee. On Thursday, a Tarrant County, Texas, Mignogna claims defamation, interference in existing contracts and prospective business relations, and civil conspiracy over the defendant's Twitter posts and Funimation's investigation against Mignogna for alleged sexual harassment. Mignogna is seeking quote-unquote monetary relief over $1 million, in part due to Funimation no longer contracting him for future productions, as well as conventions canceling his appearances. Mignogna and his lawyer are also seeking quote-unquote judgment against the defendants for actual, consensual, and punitive damages according to the claims, in amounts to be determined on final hearing, pre- and post-judgment interest at the highest rate permitted by law, and costs of court. In addition to quote-unquote such other and further relief to which he may be justly or equitably entitled, and quote-unquote general relief. So pretty much he just wants, payback, some sort of, not payback, compensation for pretty much being canceled on different cons, as well as no longer being contracted, because a lot of us read like there's been a lot of violations in contracts against Vic, even though he's already been signed down to a lot of things like the cons and all that, and he's pretty much being denied all that because of the social outbursts and social outcry against Vic Mignogna. And so far, as of right now, Vic has only been able to attend. Well, Vic was out of all the cons, Vic was only able to attend two, one of which he already did a couple of weekends ago, or it might have been last weekend, which was Kameha Con, which turned out to be a really good success. A lot of people went there to meet him and support him and all that stuff. Nothing bad happened. Oh, excuse me. Not that I know of in terms of violence or anything like that, which is good. We don't need people trying to pick fights and all that shit. And as well as Matsuri Con? I don't know, Anime Matsuri. Anime Matsuri is the only other con is going to be allowing him to go. And just from that alone, there have been a lot of people trying to they're essentially trying to what's the term I'm looking for? But they're essentially trying to convince people to boycott Anime Matsuri just because Vic is going, or they support Anime Matsuri. Matsuri supports quote unquote a rapist or something like that. And they have also been deliberately trying to I wouldn't say bully, but they've been vocal towards one of the voice actors. One of the voice actresses that's coming from Japan going to Anime Matsuri saying saying like, oh, you shouldn't go to this con because blah blah, there's someone who's a sexual predator out there, and deliberately trying to like get in contact with the voice actress and trying to change her mind or something, which fortunately not she's not really concerned, is because like a lot of this is kind of just social outcry in a sense. And in terms of the developing with Vic, as of this moment now, he's pretty much countersuing, and oh no, he's not countersuing. He's just suing against these people just because there's been a lot of damage to his name, obviously.
Right.
Even though he's also, and after he's openly admitted that he openly denied the allegations against him. And even more so to the point where, like, what is it? The Blu-ray and DVD of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, it doesn't even It doesn't even credit Vic from the special feature of the disc and all that.
Really? Didn't he voice? Who did he voice?
Broly.
Oh well.
Yeah. Huh. He voiced Broly, and he's been discredited. Oh yeah, he's been discredited from the interviews and all that. So, it's kind of like it goes back to something that I believe in. You can hate on the actor, but you can't hate their work, kind of thing. But in this case, it's still.
I agree, like, to a certain degree. Like, their work isn't necessarily representative of them, just because, like, he's still, regardless of whether he's a piece of shit or not, he's still a fucking superb voice actor.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to pick sides right now. My statement from months ago back in February still stands today. I'm not on the #KickVic or # I stand with Vic side. I'm not on any side as of right now. I'm on the side of truth and what comes out of that. Because I'm all for the actual victims out there that that stand with their claims, but I'm also up there with individuals that happen to deny such allegations, like Vic here. What matters to me is what's factual and what's true, what's the truth here. And what I don't appreciate is the fact that there are reports of evidence, quote unquote evidence, being out there, and turns out having it be actually fabricated or not even the truth at all, which is quite disappointing for me, and kind of like puts a perspective on, like, human decency at this point.
Right.
We don't need that, guys. We don't take stuff like having that stuff reported kind of takes a lot away from the actual victims in this case for crimes of a similar degree. And right now, I can only hope that whatever comes out of this is because of the truth and facts, the factual outcome of everything. Because in a case like this, in many cases of this nature of accusations and whatnot, there's no one victim. Both sides are gonna lose in this case. Both sides are always losing, and everyone in this case is a victim, and it's more so because someone's not telling the truth usually. So,
well, I mean, I don't want to say it's usual, because, like, in a lot of cases, the victim has no reason to lie about that kind of thing. But I feel like, even if, let's say that there was an interaction between a fan and Vic where the fan did feel uncomfortable, maybe Vic didn't mean it to be uncomfortable, and she started talking about it, and then some bad actor was like, oh yeah, we're gonna blow this up and shut down Vic because fuck decency, and then they made it they blew it up before anything could really, like, be solved. So that's what I feel that might have happened. I mean, I don't think that the first person that came, that came forth to say anything was, had any malicious intent. They just wanted to get the word out that maybe something might have happened. But before she could even, like, talk to, I mean, I don't know how easy it would have been to, like, get to Vic to talk about it, but like just to, have some sort of situation happen where things get settled. Obviously not in like, oh, I pay you money to be quiet, but like some sort of conversation to be had. But fuck my phone.
We always gotta get that phone sample, Jarron.
Always gotta get that phone. I'm just saying, I just hope that if there was a situation that Vic and her or whoever can get this thing dealt with and talked about, and everyone trying to blow it out of proportion would fucking fuck off.
Just fucking not.
Just fucking not.
Yeah, same.
But I don't know. That's how I've come to feel after having I guess coming to a better understanding of how
yeah, I mean, again, I it's like the same thing I said last time. We all you have to sleep on this a little bit. Not everything that comes out day one is gonna be
right.
ready to go and start making moves. No, it takes something this is complex. It's a long process that requires a lot of time, effort, and testimonies, and being able to figure out what the actual truth is. I think my call out is just for everyone else to calm the fuck down and let the people involved get involved with it. But what Jarron, in sentiment to what Jarron was saying a while ago. Because, stuff like, I mean, personally, I just don't, I find all the reactionaries that's happened up until this point, kind of trivial and, to be honest, kind of childish for all this backlash, as well as just violence against each other. Like, everyone is just mad dogging each other, and for no reason. There's a reason, obviously, but we can't go off. We can't go off of. We can't go off of the little information we have now and constitute it as solid and concrete. We have to wait on stuff like this for it to develop, process, and finalize for a final judgment. And in the case like this, Vic's been accused, Vic's denied, now Vic is suing back. We can only see how it goes from there, and hopefully something positive comes out of this, where the truth can finally be out and everything will be settled in the dust, and hopefully not too many people's careers are not going to be diminished and or destroyed. I don't know. I'm being what is it? It's not apolitical, but I'm not going with any side.
You're being asexual.
Yes, I'm being asexual right now, and none of my I'm not going off of any side or anything, and I still believe, even though I'm asexual in this case, my you can't come on. I'm having a serious conversation here, Jarron.
Sorry, go on.
But even though I'm not taking any side, I still think that my points are still valid. I don't need to have I don't need to pick a side or need to be on a side to have a valid point in this case. So because I'm looking at this as the most neutral as possible and most objective as possible. Because I don't want to go in this through emotions or something illogical, such as an emotional imbalance or something like that. I want to look at this in concrete, objective, and as factual as possible, where hopefully a lot of people can win in this case, where it's just not destroying one other person. That's where my stance is on it.
Well, unless it does come to truth that, he did do these things.
And if it does come to truth to it, then I'll accept that too. I'm all for what actually happened. I'm all for what's actually out there, what's deemed as fact, was true and whatnot. I just don't want everyone else that's following the story to start harassing each other because of their point of view.
Oh, yeah.
Or their side. Too. I don't think anyone in this case would want any of that happening to each other, They just want the truth out as much as we do. We just gotta calm down a bit, all right, guys? Please, Twitter's already a cesspool of fucking degenerates and reprobates and all that good shit.
It sure fucking is.
As well as Facebook and all that stuff. We gotta like cool it down and I don't know, watch some hentai or something. I don't care what kind, tentacle, NTR, incest. I don't give a fuck what you guys watch or read. Just chill out for a good 5 minutes, and I don't know, have a box of Pocky or something. I don't.
You right. You fucking right.
This is what my Vic Manana newscast has come to. Just calm the fuck down, guys. We know things are bad out there, but you know we gotta. We gotta make sure that we're not killing off each other in the process. I think I've gone along.
Good
enough.
Old cancel culture.
What is it? Oh, cancer culture or cancel
culture.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a new thing, hip with the kids.
Is it now? Well, and I feel like I have something else to talk about, but I can't remember. I'm gonna be seeing Blackpink. I'm gonna be seeing Blackpink next week.
The fuck is that?
Blackpink? They're the K-pop group, big ass K-pop group.
Right.
Popular.
Right.
It's a girl group if that matters to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Jenny's my favorite.
Blackpink.
Yeah, Blackpink.
See if they're fappable.
Oh my god. By the way, Jenny's my favorite. For any of you guys that's a Blackpink fan, comment down below or comment which one is your favorite out of the 4. So my favorite is Jenny. Who's y'all's? Is it Jinso, Lisa, or I forgot the 4th member. The other member. I'm so bad at this. Ugh. Yeah, what do you think of Black? But yeah, you did you look them up, Jarron? Blackpink. Yeah. Jenny's still my favorite. I don't know who y'all like. Was it Jinso, Lisa, or Rose? You know, or Jenny. You know, you can have the same taste like me. You know.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, they don't look any too different from any other. I mean, that's racist. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, Jarron. You're gonna go on there, right?
They are all beautiful people, and I'm pretty sure they sing well.
Oh no, they're fucking phenomenal. Like I think you
point them out from a crowd, maybe not, but
I think you would like their sound. Yeah, I recommend listening to one of their songs.
Are they like dark pop or something?
Not dark. It's almost edgy in a sense.
Edgy pop.
Like
okay.
Oh, we curse on the channel. They're like, I mean, guys, don't take this the wrong way. I find I take this is a compliment, by the way. But they're like they get like a real bad bitch kind of vibe, like real bad girl.
I mean, that's a thing, bad bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a bad bitch vibe. Okay.
Like bad, but like in a good way. You know, guys.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to get in with the trend, of, with the kids and all that. But yeah.
The kids.
Really, but yeah, they got that's what they started off with, and they're still going with that vibe up until this point. Mm-hmm. So, which is really, I mean, to me, it's rare because I haven't really seen a group like this before that's done that kind of goes like starts off as like like edgy and or like just bad, like real bad in a good way.
I mean, there's some, I imagine.
Maybe I'm just not familiar with them in this case, but I mean, not as like not as a growing popularity as like Blackpink, from at least from what I've seen. Like they were the first K-pop girl group to perform at Coachella, if that matters to people.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be seeing them on a Wednesday. It's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna have a blast. I'll tell you all about it the next week when we record, and give you my my take on it. Because I originally wasn't gonna go, but then I found out tickets were actually not that bad. Because I got 3 tickets. I spent $100 and some bucks, and that was for 3 tickets. So it was like $40 each.
That's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. $40 each for a concert like Blackpink. Hell yeah. If it was BTS, no, fuck no. I was gonna. I know somebody that spent. Luck. I know someone that spent $600 on one ticket alone for BTS. Yeah.
Are they gonna jump out of the fucking stage and fuck me? Probably not. I ain't paying that price.
I mean, it's floor prices, so you
Regardless.
All right. Well, I mean, other than that, I'll give you guys more of an update on that when time comes. But we've been going on here for a little bit. It's almost lunchtime. Jarron's got to go to work and all that good stuff. He's got to do adult things. And, but if you don't want Jarron to do adult things, come support us, guys. Keep listening to us. Keep supporting us. And as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. We have crossed the 1,700 total download mark, and we are making our way to the big 2K showdown. And I'm still thinking what I should do. I could run a 2K in a Naruto outfit.
I'll jerk off for 2 hours. How about that?
That's not healthy. I mean, I guess you can drag it on for like 2 hours, but still.
Yeah.
Still, though. You know what? Just report on that to me, Jarron, and then we'll talk about
it.
Okay. So, as always, guys, my name is Jomel.
My name is Jarron Gaddis.
And we, on the Wannabe Boo podcast, bring you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.